Now, one of the big things that BMF is kind of associated with is this Gucci Mane and Jeezy beef. Now, I think, most everybody knows that Jeezy kind of started off with BMF, hanging
Right.
around BMF. When was your first time meeting Jeezy, and, what was that situation like?
Man, it was real cool. I mean, Jeezy was like basically just we would go to clubs, and we would see Jeezy in the clubs with us. And Blue had noticed that he was, saying he was from Atlanta. And every one thing about BMF, every state that we go to, we always pick up dudes and meet them, and then we'll take them along with us to the next state, and they'll become BMF or whatever. Like so, we took a liking to Jeezy. Jeezy was coming over to Blue had a house in Alpharetta, Georgia, with a studio in it, and I was coming out. I was living with Blue and J-Bo, and it was Blue and J-Bo house, and Blue had a studio in there, and Jeezy would come through. Blue would tell me, "Hey, come through, man. Come do some songs." You know what I'm saying? And I remember Jeezy coming through, and he was just telling us, he was like, "Man, I just like being next to y'all in the clubs, and I like, you know what I'm saying, the way y'all niggas ball and y'all do y'all shit, man. Y'all some different niggas." Like, and Blue and Meech, they took a liking to Jeezy, and just used to invite him out to every time we go out. We wanted some dudes from, we was some out of town guys living in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We was, Meech was from Detroit. We was from LA. J-Bo's from St. Louis. We was some out of town dudes living in Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? We really wanted some guys that was from Atlanta to be our friends too. You know what I'm saying? For politics and different stuff, through the city and stuff. And so we knew Jeezy was, he wasn't originally from Atlanta, but he knew, a lot of people out there, and he was tapped in. And so he would just come around us, man. And I just remember Jeezy, man, being real talented, man. You know what I'm saying? Like me hearing his music and stuff like that. I remember his early stuff, like him and Slick Puller, when they was rapping about balling and, rapping about old schools. And, they had a song called I Can Respect That. Like they had a lot of, they had the streets, like Jeezy was putting out independent albums when we met him. He was doing his independent thing already, like, had a little buzz for himself. And he had a little, like he was rapping a little bit like Trick Daddy. You know what I'm saying? His style was a little bit of Trick Daddy style, and his style incorporated. But then him being around us, seeing our lifestyle, you know what I'm saying? And he just, his rhyme flow changed. It changed from, you know, from that content to, hey, now I'm the trapper of the year. I'm the, you know what I'm saying? And he would come around us. He would do new songs in his transition and seeing us how we was living. And he would play songs for us, and shit was going up. And it was a lot of shit that we can relate to, that he was talking about. And when we was like, man, bro, keep doing that. He a little bit of trap talk, a little bit of, what I'm saying, like this talk, that talk. Cause Jeezy, when we met him, I said he was doing his thing. He was a hustler. You feel me? And he got cool with J-Bo. And, I remember seeing him at the house, you know what I'm saying? And, asking for some favors, you know what I'm saying? Some street favors and shit. And the homies was giving him street favors, you know what I'm saying? Put it that way. And then he being around us, he just elevated, like, far as like, it went from there, like, even everything he talked about was maybe trap talk. It was, even in his rhyme, you got the Trapper of the Year, first time in a row. What they give you? A lifetime of baking soda clientele. You know what I'm saying? All that really was Meech's life he was talking about. You know what I'm saying? It was our life that, we wasn't stupid. We knew, we heard the rhymes before you was running with us and after us. And yeah, you would, and which was cool. Like he had a gift at doing it. And going back to him and Gucci beef, and what it stemmed from was, the So Icy record. That So Icy record.
Well, how did you guys meet Gucci Mane?
Initially I met Gucci Mane through Baby D. Baby D, shout out to Baby D, Camp, rest in peace, Lil C, baby, Lil C. I initially met Gucci Mane through Baby D. Baby D brought Gucci Mane to. I did a song with Gucci Mane. I don't know where this fucking song at, bro. I still trying to find it to this day. But Baby D was with Camp, and he started running with BMF. So like I say, when we was there, we had a lot of people running with us and transitioning to running with us, and Baby D was one of them. And Baby D was with Camp. He put on DJ that had that song Walk It Out. You know, that song Walk It Out. He came from that entourage. They was with us. And so he brought Gucci Mane to the house. One of our houses that we had, trap houses that we had called The Gate. We had like about 4 or 5 houses out in Atlanta, and one of our houses was called The Gate. And he brought Gucci Mane to The Gate. So when he started bringing Gucci Mane to The Gate, Gucci Mane was doing songs with us. I did a couple songs when he did songs with, he was around. He was around, briefly. You know what I'm saying? He had his own thing going on. And Baby D introduced him. He was like, man, this nigga right here, bro, he got the Atlanta twang. He got the South twang. He you know what I'm saying? Like, he hard. Like, he got a little buzz out here. Fuck with him.
And Gucci Mane wanted to be down with BMF at one point.
I don't know if he really wanted to be a BMF affiliate down. I think he probably did. I don't know. You got to ask him that question, but he was around, and he was around. Baby D was bringing him around. And so then he did a song with Jeezy. Him and Jeezy ended up doing a song called So Icy.
Real quick, before we get into that. So from what I understand, Meech he wouldn't let Gucci Mane in BMF because Gucci was a known robber.
Exactly. That could be a reason, because that was that was a big thing for us. If he was a robber, if he was around us and you was trying to be BMF, if you had a robbing MO on you, like he was known for robbing people, or you had a robbing MO, we didn't fuck with you. You couldn't be a part of BMF. Now we would see you in the streets and hello, buy you, shake your hand, smoke a blunt with you in the club, whatever. But you would never come back to the trap house. You would never come back to see how we living. You would never come back to see how we making moves. You would never. So, yeah, Gucci Mane was around. He came to The Gate. The Gate was our studio house / party house. At one point, it was a trap house, and I'm the reason why it never became a trap house, because I came in one day and I seen some feds looking at the house, and I told Meech, like, nah, don't do no more of that over here. Just music. So they moved operations, and that was just the party house. So Gucci Mane ended up coming over there one day with Baby D and did a song with me. I produced, and that was my introduction to Gucci Mane. And then later they ended up doing, him and Zay Tobin produced that record with So Icy, and Big Meech's and BMF is the reason why that record even blew up. You know what I'm saying?
What's up? This is Cam Capone. We got more content like this coming soon, so hit that like button, subscribe, and stay locked in to Cam Capone News.